right, it is 8:11. You're tuned into Radio Christian Voice today. Thought we were not going to make it with the Smart Money Show, but hey, guess what? Chill is in. And we're excited to have a couple of minutes, obviously, that we are going to interact and engage with you. Also want to welcome those of you that are on Facebook.
Yes.
You can go to the Facebook page and let's get interacting. Chill. We're not going to forget those, obviously, that are watching us on YouTube as well.
Right. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Cavmont Smart Money Show. We'd like to welcome everybody on YouTube, on TV, on Facebook, on radio.
Yeah.
Cavmont is just all over us, all over us.
That's the good thing. Every platform.
Every platform. So make sure you check out today's Smart Money Show. I apologize that we are starting so late, but you can still check us out live on Facebook. Then you can always check us out on YouTube. And then I think next week or the week after, you can check us out on TV.
Really?
I'm not sure how the schedule is. And
Okay.
for all our viewers, you can listen to us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Radio Christian Voice. For our viewers, if you tune in on, especially Mondays and Fridays, you'll get another show with some, Ingrid is on, next week. When
Nice.
I'm off, we'll be seeing a lot of Twambo. By the way, Twambo. Prepare yourself.
Get ready for that.
All right, so today, we are late, but we've still got a great show for you. So we're still going to take, our time to talk about why December is a unique time to buy or sell a home.
Why is that?
Yes, everybody's like, really, Chill? Have you not seen today was raining? That's why we're even late?
Yeah.
Why
And
do people get funny when it rains? Why can the traffic not move?
No, the traffic is slower, partly also because people have to navigate very carefully. They're not sure whether they'll fall into the drainage if they turn or there'll be tarmac on it.
Know the drainage. Know your route.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, we're talking about why December is a great month to buy, especially a home using a Cavmont home loan. Using a Cavmont mortgage, a Cavmont home loan. So now we know that, so December, it's sort of like, the weather outside is not always the best, right? I mean, it's hardly ideal for hosting an open house or to go around and see what houses are for sale. We know December is filled with, yes, many bright and merry things as we prepare for Christmas, but it's also filled with a lot of wetness, puddles, dirt, whatever,
A whole lot of
stuff. So you'd be like, Chill, are you really sane
Serious.
to be telling us that December is a great time to buy a house using, or any sort of a home, using, of course, a Cavmont Bank home loan? Yes, it is. And let me tell you, although, you know what, a lot of times December is, the rainy season especially, is called the dead zone for moving and buying. Have you ever noticed people say, you're moving in the rainy season? Yeah. Now,
It's not the most pleasant time to. You just want to kind of like be enclosed and enjoy a little bit of quiet away from the rain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of times, this is when a lot of families go on vacation. They, the weather is not that great. You find a lot of people are in home, right? So it's not a huge, there's not a lot of market ambitions out there during this time to say, okay, I'm going to go and sell my house. And as a result, sales can plummet between 30 to 50% at this time of year, basically from about November to Jan, February for us. So sort of our typical rainy season. So now, why do you say this is a good time? So let me tell you something.
Okay.
There's usually a correlation with the weather. We know this. It's all about the weather. Everything we do is about the weather. Okay, we say, I can't go and see a house. I can't go house shopping because the weather is bad. It's the end of the year, or I don't know what I'm doing next year.
Yeah.
But for those who must, getting into the market this time of year isn't necessarily a horrible thing.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily a negative. In fact, it can be a unique time to score a great deal, or to have, or if you are the one selling, to have your home stand out.
Okay.
Okay. And let me tell you why. So first, let's talk about if you are the one selling. Your listing will probably get more attention. Let me tell you why. One consistent trend this time of year is there's always less inventory.
Okay.
So less houses on the market for sale. So houses, whatever, apartments, anything, flats, whatever it is. So when we talk about houses, we're talking about any sort of accommodation across the board. So the number of, for example, usually we're seeing a number of new listings during the year can be like anywhere between 24 to 69 in one neighborhood in a good time of the year.
Okay. Yeah.
But now, between our November to January sort of period, we notice that number often drops. So,
but how is that a good thing, though?
that's a good thing because if you're trying to sell your house, you're competing with less
if
people.
you're selling.
Yeah, if you're selling,
okay, great.
You're competing with less people,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But also, if you are buying, this also means that you're also competing with less people to buy that house. You're not fighting. If we're all in the shopping time for homes, Dario comes and says, "Oh, I'll give you 500,000.
This other one offers more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, but I only had 450. But if we're in that time where the market is not as busy, for example, then it's very easy for Chill to come and say, "Oh, I've got 450. And the person says, "Yes, give it to me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Great
Let's
stuff.
take it." Because they're thinking no one else is going to come right now to try and buy a house. All right. So sellers also play the seasonality to their advantage. So they there's often also lots of, you find that the house will be cleaner, because they're also trying to get more people interested. It'll probably be painted better.
Yeah.
Maybe the decor might be better. You could probably ask for a lot more things because you can also see what's wrong at this time. Remember last week?
Oh, yeah.
For those on Facebook and YouTube, last week Ingrid talked about things to look out for when you're buying a house.
True.
And one of the things was like things like leaks and stuff like that.
Yeah. And with the rains, there's a lot to tell at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Ingrid kept talking about the water maps on the wall, right?
Or the ceiling.
Yeah, or the ceiling, yeah. So, but when it's raining, you can actually see the reality of the house as opposed to when it's nice and summery and things are just hidden and covered and you don't see the truth.
Yeah.
Then also, everyone is motivated, okay? Often those braving the rainy holiday market are time pressed and they're prompted by changing life circumstances such as, maybe new kids have come or, we've gotten married or our family is growing. So you find that when it's summertime, I don't think we often, and this is what I mean by this, I don't think we often feel like the home we're in is small or anything like that because we're sort of living our summer outside. We're doing a lot of things. But now, when it's rainy season, what are we all doing? Everybody
wants to be
when
indoors.
it's rainy season or winter, right? We're all indoors. Yeah. We're all feeling like, oh my goodness! All of a sudden, our family that grew from let's say we were a family of 4 and we grew to a family of 5, we're now feeling the pinch, okay? And these things start to sort of irritate you more than they would in the summer season. So this is actually a great time to go and buy because you're so motivated, right? You're so motivated, you're like, we gotta get out. And then the seller's also like, we gotta sell.
Yeah.
So you find that when you've got 2 motivated people, things just sort of work out.
Okay.
The way they're supposed to, right? Also, you find that this period, we also know for getting a new job, many people have gotten their gratuity during this time. So it's like, what am I going to do with that money? So what you are going to do with that money is go to Cavmont Bank, put a down payment, and get yourself a home loan that fits.
Great stuff.
Yes, and then you can go and buy your house. Whereas if you come to us, say like, in June, everybody's coming in June.
So basically, this is actually a good time to approach you as well.
Very good time.
Okay.
Because you find that, and then you see, even as a bank, we tend to have less applications during this time.
Oh.
So if you come now to apply for a mortgage, everybody's focusing on your application, you see?
Yeah.
So there's we try to have a really good turnaround time, but if you get bombarded with a lot of applications, it's like sometimes we can't stick to that turnaround time.
Yeah.
But if you come now and the applications are much less, it's like, bang, bang, let's hurry up and get this done, right?
Absolutely. And obviously, we've been talking, this conversation on mortgages started quite recently with Cavmont Bank.
Right.
So people would be interested to know that there's that facility now that's available with the bank.
So when we're done, I'll also just, Mulenga and Isi were here last week.
Yes, we had such a great time with them.
How come you never say we had such a great time?
We always have a great time with you, Chill, for the last 3 years. So it's all good. It's all good.
See my face.
She's like, yeah.
See my
Everybody
face.
that's watching is like,
Don't believe
what
it.
are you talking about?
Yes, seriously. The other thing, it can be a really good opportunity for buyers looking. Yeah, this is what we're saying. Looking at houses for sale, because right now this market is ultra competitive. Sadly, our economy sort of goes up and down, and I tell you, there's no bank that hasn't offloaded or is trying to offload properties that were repossessed. There's a lot of people nowadays who are trying to sell properties to either buy a bigger property or they need the cash or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So around this time, people tend to feel sort of strapped financially. So if somebody's selling a house, you find that they're much more willing to sort of
bargain.
Yes, the bargaining. It's a house. Let's call it negotiating.
Negotiating.
Right.
Yeah.
Bargaining is like I'm bargaining for shoes. I'll give you 10 kwacha. No. Okay.
5 until you get to 1
For a
kwacha. I mean,
shoe.
it's amazing on the streets.
I'm not going to wear a shoe for 1
It's
kwacha.
amazing
so
on
I
the
can
streets
break my neck.
at what price you can buy stuff. They'll
What
discount
streets
like
do you
90%.
go to? What streets do you go to?
Just the Lusaka streets here, my traffic lights up. So.
What are they selling at Pama traffic lights? A banana?
My shirt.
Now a new shirt for your house.
Yes.
For your house after you get your home loan that fits.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay, you should try.
And the banana.
Yeah,
But
of
you can
course
never bargain bananas. They're always 1 kwacha.
Yeah, I mean, you just say, you know what, I need 3 for 1 kwacha. They'll be like, boss, CI. Okay, give me 2.
I think that guy who you do that to is now listening and going, that guy.
I would never do that.
Never again.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So, so as we were saying, there's less competitors for buyers. The main benefit for the buyer is that you should have less competition buying during this season.
Yeah.
And families that plan to move, generally we tend to move in our so-called spring, winter season. I'm saying these things, but in Zambia, we don't really have spring, but we tend to move during those times.
Yeah.
You tend to find less people move during rainy season. So it's a very big plus if you're a buyer. If someone is selling during this period, it might not be planned.
Okay.
Because most people who plan to sell a house look at strategically, this is the season, that's good.
Yeah.
Even you know what? Haven't you noticed that they say that people who rent, they rent during a certain time. So people who move or are looking for a house to rent, they rent during a certain time.
Yeah.
So if you are a buyer and you're selling during this period, it's probably unexpected.
Yeah.
Or it was unplanned rather. So that means you're really looking to offload your house or your accommodation that you're selling quickly. Yeah. So that's the thing. So for the buyer, it's really, really good. And they can find some of the best deals. Generally, do you know, if you buy during this time, it usually shaves off about 4 to 9% of what the intended purchase amount was.
Oh.
And that's a house, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is a lot of money.
I know it sounds like 4%. Okay, but if the house, even if it's 10%, for example, if the house was 450, that means you're saving 45,000 kwacha.
And that's good money.
That's
right
massive.
there. Yeah.
That's massive. Even if you got a house that was like, say, 150, and I mean, you're still saving 15,000 kwacha. That is a lot of money.
It is.
That's your furniture. Now you can have a chair.
Yeah.
Or 2 in your house. All right. So what I want to do is also tell everybody why December particularly is a great month for buying a new house. I want you to beat the January rush.
Okay. Do you need us to go into that right now, or we take a break?
Maybe we take a very quick break.
Yeah, let's
see what's happening on Facebook.
Yeah, let's take a quick break and we will be right back. So stay tuned to Radio Christian Voice.
Radio Christian Voice.
Welcome back. This is the Smart Money Show in the third and final hour for today. Unique show, but
it's the Cavmont Smart Money Show.
Smart Money Show. We do get to, obviously, we've been talking about, I think this week and last week, mortgages, but also you're talking about buying, a house. Why
in
this
December.
season is the best time. So we can get to that.
And as we've been going through, I mean, mainly the thing is that people are not expected to really sell in December, and they're not expecting a lot of buyers. So from a competitive edge, what we've been talking about is it's very good for the buyer. I mean, you get lots of attention at Cavmont Bank when you come to get your home loan that fits. You can probably negotiate the house price a lot more than if you were going during sort of a season when everybody was buying.
Yeah.
And of course, most people who sell during this rainy season, it's sort of unplanned. And then it's a good chance for you to move into your house or whatever it is that you're buying
Okay.
a lot faster and a lot cheaper.
Great.
So why I want to also tell you on beating the January rush. Okay, so in real, and remember, I'm not a real estate agent. In here, I just put the information out there. Disclaimer, I'm not a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm just disclaimers. I just put the information out there. So why you want to beat the January rush, all right? So there's something about the magic of New Year's resolutions. Did you have a resolution last year?
Yeah, I do. I do have
You did have?
resolutions. I did. I think what helps me is that I have kind of a long-term vision, and I've broken it down into years. And so it's pretty planned out already. It's just adjustments whenever I need to make adjustments.
Yeah, but Dario, please
doesn't
try to make it
always-
like you're all together, please.
No, but I do have like a
What was your
50-year
resolution?
plan.
50 years?
Yes.
50 years?
And I know what I want to do in the next 6 years.
50-year plan?
Yes, I
What
do.
will you do when you're 49?
When I'm 49, now people would know a couple. When I'm 49, no, I can't tell you. The reason is simple.
means there
but
ain't no plan.
when I'm 49, I think by that time I'll actually be busy with the Orlando Leadership Institute. That is what will take me a long time actually. In the next 6 years, we'll have a physical presence of the Orlando Leadership Institute.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I do have a 50-year
I have
plan.
no 50-year plan. I just hope to be alive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's my plan.
yeah,
and I hope that
think-
my children have not killed me by then.
No, they won't.
Not physically killed me,
Oh,
but
okay.
mentally and in my heart.
and emotionally, no. You'll still be there. But 2068, I think that's when I'm going to kind of kick the bucket. I'm that detailed.
So you've told God when you're kicking the bucket.
Yeah, I've kind of like been negotiating and saying, I think I'll be done.
We're talking
by
about
this time.
negotiating houses. Dario's negotiating about when he's going to kick the bucket. Well, I hope you come and get a Cavmont home loan before you kick the bucket, and you kick the bucket in your house that you helped pay for with Cavmont Bank.
That would be good.
Yeah. All right. So as we sort of wrap up the show today, I want to talk about how we're going to beat the January rush. So this is where it came from, this resolutions idea.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have this resolution, so we're going to do all these things, blah, blah, blah. January's coming. And when January comes, all the gyms are full. People are trying to buy a new house. You find they're trying to renovate their house. All the classes of doing things, all of those arts classes are full because we're like, how I'm going to change my life, right? This is what I'm going to do. So January often ushers in a mini buying boom. Okay. We are broke from the holidays, but when we seem to have said, okay, I'm going to put aside some money so that I can make this purchase of a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
And this is when we sort of decide to get back to our new reality as we would like. So while it could be a good time, for example, to go and purchase homes because there'll be a lot of listings at that time, wouldn't it be better to get ahead of this activity and already have your home purchased in December?
That would be good.
Hey. So before we sort of wrap up wrap up this part, and then I'm going to quickly talk about a home loan that fits campaign, and then we're sort of done for the day.
Okay, great.
We're going to, I want you to talk to an expert when timing your real estate move, all right? So above all else is a real estate agent should be instrumental in timing your home listing, or better, even your purchase, all right? By leveraging the local market data, the trends, they should be able to provide valuable insight on whether a holiday transaction, as we're calling it, or a rainy season transaction, or a December transaction, will be successful, and whether it's the best course of action for you. So one of the reasons we've been talking so much about mortgages is because we've got this fantastic campaign. Cavmont Bank. You know what? Cavmont Bank is really super. I just want everyone to know that.
Yeah.
We've got a great home loan campaign running, and it started on December 1st. Well, I suppose 3rd because it was the Monday. But basically, it's called a home loan that fits. And we want you, when you find your house that you think, this is my home that fits me and my lifestyle, and this is what I want.
Yeah.
Do not fear. Just come on down to Cavmont Bank and apply for a mortgage. So, and in this mortgage, our rates have become quite competitive. Our lending rates for mortgages have become quite competitive, and then we have what we call smart money rewards, and this time the smart money rewards come in any form, all right. But in this particular time, they're coming in the form of cashback after 12 months.
Oh yeah.
So you cannot default on your payments for those 12 months.
Yeah.
And you can get up to 5% back of what you have paid, of your not what you've paid, of your entire home loan. So that's quite massive. So let me give you an idea for numbers.
It is massive, yeah.
If you get a home loan for 500,000, at the end of 12 months, you would get almost 10,000 kwacha back. Yeah.
So the key is don't miss the payment.
Don't miss the payments. And you've got to come in before June 30th. So if you come in now in December, even better for you. Yeah.
Remember, even better if you do go in December, considering everything that you have said, Chill. I actually saw somebody say, January is quite long because there's January 1, there's January 1.1, and January 1.2. So make sure that you get to Cavmont real
What
quickly.
happens when we get to January 31.1?
It's kind of like you've got, it's all doubled or tripled or something.
But January is a good month also because it's my birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's
everyone's
good
always
stuff.
broke.
Alrighty. Is there anything else before we say goodbye?
Well, we just would like to thank everybody for joining us today. And don't forget to always check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And then we shall also be announcing when our show will be airing on, well, I guess by the time this show has aired, it would have already aired, be on TV.
Okay.
So we will let you know also just whenever you can catch us on one of our local TV stations, because Cavmont Bank is here to always support local business and help the Zambian economy grow. You can also call us on 3333 on Airtel and MTN, or 0800 100 on Zamtel. Come on in, get a home loan that fits. If you've already got a home loan and you just need a smaller amount of money, don't forget that This Could Be You is still running, and you can come in and apply for up to 150,000 kwacha unsecured, that is salary backed. So Cavmont Bank is really your bank for smart borrowing. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we shall see you again next week.
Yes, so remember Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yes.
You can catch us 7:30 to 8 hours.
Today we were just a bit late.
Yeah, but anyway, since they're watching, they can obviously catch us on 106.1 for Lusaka, Livingston and Ndola it's 98.9, Kapiri Poshi 101.1, Kitwe 105.3, and if you are in Solwezi it's 106.5. But you can also stream live at www.rcvoice.co.zm. We'll be with you.
You can also, and I just want everyone to know, if you've got any challenges or anything you'd like to talk about, please inbox us. We will be in touch, and we're here to help. So thank you very much for tuning in to the Cavmont Smart Money Show. See you next week.
Alrighty.